Now, the world is a wonderful place, or is it? Here's Kitty Flanagan with the next instalment of spectacular failures of the 21st century.
Whoa, Chuck,
What?
I'm going to stop you there, and please don't applaud. Lucky you didn't. I want to try and be a little more positive this week if I can. I don't want to focus on the failures, I want to focus on the world's solutions. So this week I would like to present myself as...
Kitty Flanagan, problem solver.
Yeah, and the problem I'm setting my mind to solving is old people. Because, hey, I like them. Sure, they eat a lot of salt. Seriously, how much do old people love salt? Honestly, salt is like crack for old people. But the problem is no one wants to be old anymore, particularly the baby boomers. Oh, desperately clinging to middle age with all that 60 is the new 40 business. Really? Is it? Try telling that to the judge when you get busted fanging it through a school zone at 60. But, Your Honour, 60's the new 40. Oh, I don't think so. Being old used to be fun. You could use words like cockamamie and codswallop. You could say racist stuff and no one cared. You could blow off at the dinner table and blame the dog. But these days, according to the Intergenerational Report, being old simply means being a burden on society.
A sobering picture of an ageing Australia has been revealed, with far more of us to live well beyond 100 years. But the country simply can't afford it.
Oh, old people, with their incessant demands on the health system, with their arthritis-y hands grabbing at the pension, with their stubborn refusal to die. Oh, no wonder baby boomers don't want to be old. We need to recognise that old people keep this economy thriving. Let's face it, those ABC murder mysteries aren't going to watch themselves. Am I right, Bryony Fisher? Hit me. Yeah. And without old people, talkback radio would just be a bunch of right-wing knob-ends saying, "Call this number now. Please. Somebody? Anybody?" Excuse me, Bryony. See, old people are not the problem. We are. No old person has ever said, "Can I please go to a nursing home?" We need to keep our old people at home with us. It's time to put the granny back into granny flat. And if you can't countenance living with your own old person, swap with a friend. Set up an old people exchange program. I exchanged my mum for this guy. It's working out really well. Keeping an old person around the house can be incredibly useful. They can provide free childminding, do some cleaning, a bit of laundry, be home to sign for deliveries. It's just like having a butler. Wow, this is so Downton Abbey. Thank you, Carson. Oh, I'm Lady Mary. I'm so miserable. Edith. The government needs to change their attitude too. Offering incentives to employ older Australians is demeaning and humiliating. Is it not incentive enough that old people actually have a work ethic? They will turn up on time, every time, and they will use their extensive life experience to find a solution to your problem rather than staring at you blankly saying, "Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, like, you should just ask someone else." And another thing, we know employing old people works. Coles has had massive success employing not just old people, but senile old people. Clearly, they have lost their tiny minds. So here's my patented two-step solution. First, we stop referring to old people as a burden on our society. Second, baby boomers, let it go. Grow old gracefully, become our next generation of old people and do old people things. Because without old people, there'll be no bowling clubs, no RSLs, which means no cheap drinks, and no schnitzels the size of my head. And I, for one, love schnitzel way too much to ever stand by and let that happen. Oh, thank you, old person. You are a national treasure and welcome in my home anytime. Just don't serve me any vegetables, just vegetables. Back to you, Chuck.